What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, we're coming back to Skillet. Yes, indeed, Skillet Fans feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from IMT Cold and Music Junkie. They both want to see me react to this song by Skillet called Yours to Hold. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a minute, hang on, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by NVR TBFND. Okay, no vowels at all. All one word, random capitalization. NVR TBFND. Take that for whatever you wish. And the video has 245,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Skillet, Yours to Hold, Milk Moscow, Russia, November 26, 2011 HD. Okay. Yeah, okay. This is early Skillet, so we'll see how this goes. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
All the way around the whole world. Listen, all the way around the world, guys like hard rock songs.
Yep.
And girls like soft songs.
Oh, shut up.
So we're gonna play a song for the girls out here, all right?
Oh, you panderer! How dare you!
This song is for all the Russian girls.
Wow. Wow.
Sing nice and loud if you know it, please. I see you standing, but you're so far away, starving for your attention. You don't even know my name. You're going through
The violin player.
so much, don't you know that I could be the one to hold you every single day. I find it hard to say.
Crowd loud.
You will see someday that all along the way I was yours to hold. I was yours to hold.
Hey! We know that girl. Yeah, we know that girl. Hey! I know I made fun of him at the beginning, you know, we're gonna do one for all the Russian girls. And I'm sitting going, you panderer, how dare you? I was kidding, folks. If you guys really think I was being serious about that, you clearly don't know me very well. No, look, there's nothing wrong with playing to your crowd. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, especially when you're playing to your target demographic. There's nothing wrong with that either. I have never made any bones about the fact that I am not a fan of ballads. I've never tried to hide that fact. I've never tried to pretend that I like ballads. Guys, ballads are just not my cup of tea. They've never been, and they never will be, more than likely. Now, 10 years down the road, I might change my mind about that, but I don't see it in the near future ever happening. Having said that, though, I do understand the importance of ballads. I do. It's like he said, around the world, guys, for the most part, like hard rock, and girls, for the most part, like the softer stuff. Nothing wrong with that, okay? It's important for bands to understand that so that they can hit as many target audiences as they can possibly get. If you are a band that is, okay, let's take a black metal band or a death metal band, okay? You are going to hit a certain target demographic, okay? And it's very niche. Nothing wrong with that. Just don't expect to be selling out huge arenas and stuff like that, because you're going to alienate a lot of people who aren't necessarily into that. You know what I mean? The more you can make your music appealing to a wider audience, the more people are going to appreciate what you do, and the bigger your audience will end up being. Now, a band like Skillet, do they have hard rocking songs? Oh, yeah, they do. Do they have anthemic songs? Oh, yes, they do. Do they have ballads? Oh, yes, they do. Do they have those songs that are kind of in the middle, in between? Oh, yes, they do. Do they have a wide variety of songs, which gives them the opportunity to reach a wider audience and be accepted by a wider audience? Now, there is the argument that can be made that when you do that, you become a jack of all trades, master of none, compared to other bands that, specialize in that one style of music. And they're at the top of their game in that genre of music. They're one of the best bands in the world in that genre. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If that's their goal, if that's the band's goal, then there's no issue. There's really no issue. I'm just saying that, I could see how the argument can be made for a band like Skillet that they're a jack of all trades, master of none. They do it all. And they do it all well. Are they the best at what they do? No, they're not the best at what they do, but what they do really well. And they have a much broader audience and a much wider audience, and as a result, a much larger audience. So they're looking more at a commercial success standpoint. Nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. So good on them, I say. If you're going to ask me, though, if I like their ballads, no. I'm sorry. No, I don't. So anyway, let's get this over with, shall we? Actually, no, let's back up. Let's bring Jen out. Let's do this again. My girl Jen. Let's go, girl.
I wish I had said
same thing.
To let you know that I'm yours still.
Wow. And that's live. That's live. That is not post-production, record studio stepping in. Let's put the studio audio over the live video and press it, put it on a DVD, put it on a Blu-ray, slap a cover on there, and sell it to the masses. No, that is 100% live. And it sounds that good. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Really impressive. I liked when she looked off to the stage left, and she pointed her microphone and then pointed down. Now, two things. That could be one of two things. And I'm going to say more than likely it's the second thing. She could be saying that to FOH. She could be, if the FOH is off to the side. Now, how often is FOH off to the side? Believe it or not, more often than you might think. When the venues are small, like really small, you can maybe get 100 people in the crowd, possibly. Sometimes FOH is off to the side. I think it's silly, and I don't think it's very effective, because FOH, you're supposed to be out in the crowd so you can hear what the crowd is going to hear. Quality control, you know what I mean? It's possible. I doubt it, but it is possible. More than likely, what she was doing when she was pointing to the mic and then pointing down, more than likely what she was doing is she was talking to the person who's running the in-ears, the board for the in-ear monitors. And she's telling the person in her ears, take her volume down a little bit, her mic down. And she was looking off the stage left when she did that. So that would be my guess, is she was talking to them. Could also be side fills. I mean, I don't know. I can't tell if they're using in-ear monitors or not. I see packs. And more than likely they're using in-ear monitors then. So there's that. Now, if they're not using in-ear monitors, it's side fills, at which point you're looking at your monitor guy and saying the same thing. So either way, either monitors, floor monitors, side fills, whatever the case may be, she was saying little less vocals, my vocals down. There's a whole, seriously, and I'm not joking when I say this, there's a whole language, like a type of sign language almost, signals that you use to communicate with your crew. It's amazing. People go, thumbs up. Well, okay, you're not supposed to go thumbs up. You're supposed to say okay. You do thumbs up, that can be interpreted as raise the volume, which can lead to some really disastrous things. Anyway, let's finish this out and we'll get to the review.
cello, Tate Olson.
Hey, hey.
On the violin, Mr. Jonathan Chu.
Hey, Jonathan. Nice. Nice. Glad it's over. Believe it or not, I am glad it's over. It's a ballad, guys. I'm sorry. But as ballads go, it was really nice. It was really nice. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Skillet with Yours to Hold. This was a request from IMT Cold and Music Junkie. Okay, there was quite a bit to think about, believe it or not. I had to take a lot of things into account here before I came up with this score. But I feel good with the score. I feel really good with the score. I think this is the score that the song deserves. So without any further ado, let's get to it. On a scale of 1 to 10, remember, folks, I'm not a fan of ballads. But believe it or not, I'm going to give that an 8.1. Yep, 8.1. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
It has been well documented on this channel that I am not a fan of ballads. I could seriously count on both hands the number of ballads I have heard in my entire life that I actually enjoy listening to. And I'm gonna be honest with you, folks, this is not one of them. This is not one of them. It was very mellow. It was very pretty. It was exactly what you look for in your typical ballad. Having said that, though, it was really pretty. It was very well done. And it definitely sounded great. I mean, it did. I mean, looking at the song and the way that they performed it. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm going to go on a limb here. And I may very well be wrong about this because I'm making a pretty big assumption here. And I know what they say about people who make assumptions. Yeah, I know the joke. Save it, okay? Please don't put it in the comments. I know it. Trust me, I know it. But strictly for entertainment value and for a hypothetical, for purely scientific reasons, for science, I'm gonna make a hypothesis. I'm gonna make a assumption. I don't think that's how the song sounds on the studio version. I think the studio version is probably a little fuller, a little bigger, probably has the electric guitars in it, probably has the bass in it, probably has the drums in it. I'm gonna make that assumption. Now, like I said, I could very well be wrong about that. And if I am, let me know in the comments. But to take that song, now I've never heard that song before. I don't know if it does sound better, electric versus acoustic. I have no idea. But to take that song, I'm gonna, again, under the assumption that's an electric song and much bigger and fuller and grander, stripping it down to an acoustic guitar, a cello, a violin, dual vocals. Not bad. Not bad at all. I can see the appeal of that stripped down version in a live setting. And ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake, this was live. It was absolutely live. This was filmed on a cell phone, I'm assuming. Maybe a camcorder, it could very well be, but I have a feeling it was a cell phone. And putting the sound quality aside, okay, let's be honest here, the sound quality was not the best, okay? Do I blame the band for that? Nope, not at all. That's technology. That has nothing to do with them. It's purely circumstantial, so that did not affect the score at all. But taking the song and taking the sound quality of the song into account, looking at what they did, it sounded really good, man. As a matter of fact, it didn't just sound good, it sounded great. Loved the instrumentation, bringing in the cello and the violin. Could they have done it with just John on the acoustic guitar? They could have. They absolutely could have. And I would absolutely see that being able to be pulled off. But having the addition of the strings, nice touch. Really nice touch. Really helped fill out and round out the sound. Giving it those extra voices. Very, very intelligent move. Jen, now the way John was introducing her, I don't know if she was a member of the band at this point or not. Was she? I mean, the way he was introducing her, it felt to me like she was a guest. Was this pre-Jen Skillet? I don't know. Was this? No, I'm not gonna use that abbreviation. That sounds terrible, and I'm not gonna say it. No, I was just curious though. I mean, like I said, the way John kept introducing her, it felt like she was a guest artist, not a member of the band. I could be wrong. Maybe she was. I don't know. I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments. I've always enjoyed listening to the two of them harmonize. They have a very nice blend between their two vocals from a tonal standpoint. Their two vocal tones just really mesh well. They always have. I don't think I've ever heard a single song where they've harmonized together and I've ever said that their tone mesh doesn't sound good. I think I've always complimented them, and that trend continues. Singing in key sounded really good. Their pitches really sounded nice. I didn't hear anything that stuck out like a sore thumb. There were a couple of times where when Jen was singing by herself, she did, on just a couple of notes, she did sound a little flat. Just on a couple of notes, because the rest of it was fine. But when they were harmonizing, I never heard anything stick out. Never. So either they were both flat at the same time, or they just weren't flat at all. I don't know which one it was. I'm willing to go with the latter. No, it was a really pretty song. It is a really pretty song, and I can absolutely see the value of the song from a ballad standpoint. It is a great ballad. It's just not a song that I particularly personally enjoy because I don't like ballads, but still getting a great score of 8.1. I feel good about that score, and that is where we're gonna stay. So 8.1, final score. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.